of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Dolphins and the Saints, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from the Superdome. Come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. He'll look to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line.
Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They'll try and run for the
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
Preseason.
yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
On second down, another run for Dillon.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
On third down, here's Dillon.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep, a Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Get it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw. Irving. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Looking to throw. Irving. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Now the extra point.
It's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Miami set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Throw left side, complete. That's Bradley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Calling out a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. To throw on 2nd down, Irving. And there's the former Dolphin, Jarvis Landry. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Okay, break.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Ready, break.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 40-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Off play action. Irving. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 24.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
On second down, another run for Dillon.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Irving looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Back to throw. Irving. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, he obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Okay, ready?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
71 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Touchdown! 5-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after here coming up. He's got it, and it's 17-0. 17-0 our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's in possession. The
upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tua to try again on 2nd down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. 11 yards for number 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Tua now on 1st down. Open man is Waddle complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua, another catch there for Waddle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. That's from 44 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to go.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, hit in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Irving. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the jump.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. To throw on 3rd down. Irving. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Irving. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Hold it ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Come on, come on. Set.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Ready, set.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. His throw caught at about the 5. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Irving. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminates in the Saints touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Miami set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Here's Tua. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. And he stopped immediately there. Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Flushed out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Irving. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the...
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
To try here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Finding space at the 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. As the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. These two coaching staffs are likely using this game as their dress rehearsal for the regular season. So some final adjustments being made. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach. in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.